Well, the inevitable day has come. T3 at Kentucky Kingdom has officially been retired. I think eventually most people thought that this ride would be retired just because of the fact that it is not exactly a beloved roller coaster. Despite the park saying it is, but we'll get to that in a moment. It is very interesting when it comes to this plot of land because it isn't a huge plot of land, but it's certainly enough to build a somewhat major roller coaster if indeed they want to build a coaster on this plot. I want to talk about what could possibly replace T3, but first, this coaster opened in 1995. This is Vekoma's SLC model, meaning it features 5 inversions. It originally opened with the name T2, but when the park reopened in 2015 under Ed Hart's leadership, it was renamed T3. At that point, the Vekoma trains were replaced with trains from Kumbak. These trains have lap bar style restraints instead of over-the-shoulder restraints, so while these eliminated headbanging, from rider reports they caused serious leg pain. Herschend Entertainment then purchased Kentucky Kingdom in 2021. Outside of bringing some events over from their other parks, they haven't really done a whole lot when it comes to Kentucky Kingdom, but this is an interesting move. Buckeye Coasters was the one who broke this news, with a screenshot of an email from Kentucky Kingdom stating, "After nearly 30 years of thrilling riders, we regret to announce that the T3 roller coaster at Kentucky Kingdom has been retired. While it is always difficult to say goodbye to a beloved ride, we are excited to share some exciting news about 2023 that will enhance the overall guest experience, especially for you, our valued season pass holders." While a lot of that is pretty vague, it does tell us a couple of things. Number 1, obviously, T3 has been retired. Number 2, there will be something coming soon. For the fun of it, let's explore the possibility of T3 being replaced with another roller coaster. When looking at manufacturers Herschend Entertainment has worked with in recent years, there are a few. Mack Rides built Time Traveler for Silver Dollar City. RMC built Lightning Rod for Dollywood, though I'm not sure if Kentucky Kingdom and Herschend would want to work with RMC again because of how many problems were with Lightning Rod, but maybe they're going to chalk that up to the innovative ride system. I don't know. And speaking of Dollywood, they've also gotten 2 coasters from Vekoma, Dragonflyer, the suspended coaster, and the soon-to-open Big Bear Mountain. When figuring out what coasters Herschend might add to Kentucky Kingdom, you have to look at the manufacturers, and you also have to look at what gaps Kentucky Kingdom has in their ride lineup. The biggest is a launch coaster. Evidently, with the additions of Big Bear Mountain and Time Traveler, Herschend is not scared to add launch coasters at all. So with all that being said, this seems to add up to a Vekoma launch coaster. Now, recently, the question has been if Vekoma, would they do a project like this in America? Remember, them and SNS are both under SNS Sansei, and it seemed like that they had SNS doing the American projects and Vekoma doing all the projects overseas. But with the additions of Circuit Breaker at Codaland and the aforementioned Big Bear Mountain at Dollywood, it gives us a little hope that Vekoma might build these coasters in America now. If that's the case, then a Vekoma launch coaster seems like the perfect addition to Kentucky Kingdom. In fact, come to think of it, when thinking of the best fits for a Vekoma launch coaster, Kentucky Kingdom would be right at the top of that list. I would say the top 2 best fits for a Vekoma launch coaster, at least from what I've seen, it would be Six Flags New England and Kentucky Kingdom. Six Flags, though, doesn't seem too interested in working with Vekoma, though evidently Herschend is interested in working with the company. Of course, a launch coaster by Vekoma is not the only option to replace T3, but as of this time, in my opinion, I think it's the most likely scenario. In the end, this is just a hypothesis, and I don't have a whole lot of evidence to support my claim, but I think I have enough where it makes logical sense. The bottom line, no matter what they replace T3 with, is that T3 has been removed from Kentucky Kingdom. So I guess this is farewell T3. I don't think a whole lot of people will miss you.